Hey, good morning, what's up? Good morning, what's up? Good morning, what's up? Good morning. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Khalif Wins. This is the show. Let's do our quick pick me up. Let's go. Start your day off right. To start your day with empowering self-talk is a must. That's a fact. Let's get to the motion. You were given this life because you were strong enough to live it. Repeat that to yourself this morning. That's a fact. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for extraordinary destiny. That's a fact. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Repeat that to yourself this morning. That's a fact. Pain is temporary. Quitting lasts forever. I repeat. Pain is temporary. Quitting lasts forever. Let's talk about it. That's a fact. Victory is sweetest when you know defeat. That's a fact. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Say that to yourself and mean it. Today is the opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life that you've imagined. That's a fact. And hey. I said, good morning, what's up? Good morning, what's up? Good morning, what's up? Let's go. Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Khalif Wins. Welcome to the Morning Motivation Show on this Monday morning. The episode is titled, Things Are Happening to You for a Reason, and let's get the party started. Here we go.
Why the everything happens for a reason phenomenon is not making sense to you right now is because you look at the world from a very individualistic perspective. If you actually understood that your trauma, your pain, and the actions that you end up taking as a result of that could end up having a very good impact on humanity as a whole or on some random person's life in Timbuktu, then you would actually understand that everything happens for a reason.
No matter where you look, no matter what you see, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you hear, all of these are mapped out by the universe. It is specific. Every single thing that's going on is literally happening because it needs to happen for you to see more of yourself.
Even when you're going through the toughest of times, whether you're grieving a loved one or you're going through an injury, it always makes you look back into the past when you thought, man, I'm not going to get through this is the worst, blah, 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 and you always made it through. With time comes ease, and even just saying this to yourself, that time will pass, forces you to look at the light at the end of the tunnel, even when your eyes are closed.
The burnt toast theory. The burnt toast theory states that everything happens for a reason. Imagine you're making a toast in the morning, and for some reason you burn it. You get extremely mad because you were in a rush, you're going to be late to work, your boss is going to fire you, you're going to get in trouble, and you start overthinking and you start spiraling about everything that's going to go wrong just because you burned the toast. Now you have to make another one because if not, you're not going to get to eat, you're going to be mad, and you're going to be hungry all day. And in a bad mood and being mad, you make another toast, you have breakfast, and you leave to work. Now, even though you were mad,
Facts.
and even though you didn't want to make that second toast, in that time that you were making the second toast, there was an accident on the same road that you were going to take to go to work. Something really bad happened that you could have been a part of and maybe not recover from if that first toast wouldn't have burnt. Sometimes we are extremely quick to react when things don't go our way, and we fail to realize that the reason why things aren't going our way is not because we don't deserve them, but because we either deserve better or what we wanted was going to hurt us. Everything happens for a reason, even if you can't see it. So if things don't go your way, instead of complaining, appreciate it and be grateful for it because things are happening or not happening to protect you.
Yeah. That's today's episode. Things are happening to you for a reason. Why did I come up with this episode today? Because it feels like all hell is breaking loose in my own personal life. And I literally had to say, you know what? I have the Morning Motivation Show. You know what? I'm going through something in particular. Let me go look up things that can help myself. And I figured, hey, why don't I just make a show out of it? And for everybody joining right now for the first time, my name is Khalif Wins. This is the Morning Motivation Show, which happens weekly, 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern time. But today's episode is called Things Are Happening to a Reason, because a lot of people that are watching this right now are probably just saying, yo, why does my life feel like a complete and utter fumble right now? That's what I'm saying. So everybody watching this right now, I've always come on my show with an issue, some solutions, so we can start our day right. And let's talk about it. What happens when our mindset, or just what happens in general, and what solutions that we can create when things just snowball and fumble and happen for a reason, because they're to our betterment. Number one, daily practices that to endure progress during tough times that we can work on. We have to start our day right. And that's something I had to tell myself. I'm like, bro, you have a lot of stuff happening during your day and you're stressed at the end of your day, but what can you do at the beginning of the day to start your day right? And I wrote down, start your day right, start with daily empowering self-talk. Now, usually this would appear hokey to most people. This literally would appear hokey to me, but I noticed within the past week of things going haywire in my life, if I started off my day with just reading empowering self-talk and saying things to myself, it does change my mood a lot. And if it starts my day and changes it positively, it makes me feel better so that I can keep moving. Next daily practice, to endure progress during tough times is daily exercise. Yo, this has helped me dramatically within this past week. Walking, stretching, or working out for at least 20 minutes to release the stress is one of the best things that you can do if you're going through a crappy time in your life, to shake off the cobwebs and shake off the negative thoughts. Next, reading inspirational material. Spend 15 minutes reading books or articles that uplift you. Now, again, this is about real tangible steps and real things that we can do when it comes to starting our day right, or when we're going through a funky season in our life, when things are just stressful in our life. We have to pour in good information in order to have a great mental positive results. Next, hydration and nutrition. Now, this is something that I super slept on when it comes to dealing with the harsh season of my life. I did understand that a lot of my negative thought processes, a lot of my doubtful thought processes, and feeling depressed came from my lack of vitamins and particular nutrition in my own diet. Think about it. Our brain is connected to our body. So why am I not drinking enough water, and why am I not putting enough great nutrition in my life? I got to chill with eating steaks like massive times a month. That's just crazy. I got to chill with some junk food I'm eating. So changing my diet dramatically has helped me during this tough season in my life. Next, we have to set daily goals, you know what I mean? To identify 1 to 3 achievable tasks to maintain progress. Now, this is a big thing for me, and I know it's something that can help you guys. A lot of times we wake up in the morning and be like, oh, we're piling on that 100-point list of things that we need to accomplish, and then we're trying to do it in one day, and then we get overwhelmed by all the work that we put in our own brain, when we should just identify 1 to 3 achievable, realistic goals that we tasks that we can do to maintain progress and accomplish one by one. Next, we have to limit negative inputs. Reduce exposure to negativity and negative media or environments. This is super important, because whatever you feed your mind is going to come out in your attitude. Whatever you feed your mind is going to come out in your attitude. So please think about what you're watching on TV, what you're watching on your smartphone, how much time you're staying on your smartphone, what type of negative people may be on your phone on a regular basis that are just pouring in their doubts and complaints. Limit your negative inputs as a daily practice to endure progress during tough times. Next, reflect in the evening before you go to bed. How many of us are always on our phones before we go to bed, and we're like, yeah, let me just look, oh, comparison. Oh, my life isn't like that. Nah, we have to reflect and write down accomplishments and lessons that we learned today, and focus on that versus focusing on our phone before we go to bed and letting those perceptions cloud our mind. Next, learn something new daily. Dedicate time to a hobby or a skill to keep your mind engaged. For me, I like DJing in private. I used to be a big DJ in my local neighborhood. Don't get it gassed. I used to be a DJ, consistent gigs and stuff like that, and do corporate gigs. But I like the practice of DJing at least once a day, just to get my mind off it, dedicating myself to a hobby or skill so I can deal with the stress of a current time. Next, help somebody else. I do this a lot. Acts of kindness can boost your mood or perspective. Now, I'm not talking about cheap help or just random really, if you're good at something, help somebody who's not good at something. That will change your mood for the better. Do you understand what I'm saying? Help somebody today. Next, practice forgiveness. This is a real big one for me. Let go of resentment towards yourself and others. A lot of times when we are not where we want to be in life, and again, this is something really big that I just wrote down. If we're not where we want to be in life, we start to feel so resentful to ourselves. We start to blame ourselves. We start to mentally beat ourselves up, or we have resentment towards people that could have helped us out of a situation and they didn't. Nah, I got to forgive myself and I got to forgive others and I got to keep it moving and focus on what I'm supposed to do. Last but not least, we have to visualize victory. Spend 5 minutes of your day, or technically me, I suggest spend 15 minutes of your day visualizing yourself succeeding in your goals. If we're not having a clear picture of our outcome, then we're going to stay in the stress of the false picture of our temporary current situation. Hold on. We have to spend at least 5 to 15 minutes visualizing what our outcomes are, what we want for our success. And that's really important. So everybody, please utilize these solutions. Run this video back to really help you going through a tough time. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everybody give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself. Give it up for yourself. Today's topic is things are happening to you for a reason. Again, I repeat, one of the reasons I had to create this episode is because I'm doing the research for myself. I'm doing the work and the steps I just outlined for myself. And if you watch this, really think about this. No matter where you are in your life right now, it's a temporary season and it's going to get better. That's a fact. No matter where you are in your life right now, remember, it's temporary. This hardship is temporary. And that's the thing. When it comes to motivation, I think it's fluff. But when it comes to actionable steps, things that we can do every day, that's the mindset. So I want everybody to watch this, think and reflect, and I'll catch you on the other end.
You really want to get shit done and get your life together? Learn to shorten the gap between thinking and doing. Because too often we find ourselves trapped in the cycle of overthinking, where our plans, goals, and visions for the future just swirl endlessly in our minds without ever actually taking the leap into what the tangible steps are. This gap between our intention and our actual execution is where the potential starts to fade. That's where you notice that you're not as motivated. And honestly, this is where the procrastination and the self-doubt thrive. Shortening this gap is about shifting from a passive step of wanting the thing to an active step of actually doing.
Sometimes the reason you cannot stay disciplined is because you don't trust yourself. You constantly make promises to yourself and you constantly break those promises. So
Facts.
subconsciously what you're teaching yourself is that your words do not equal action. That you can say you're going to do something, but you don't have to actually do it. When you have new healthy goals that you're trying to achieve, you will tell yourself, hey, I'm going to make the change within myself. And mentally you've made the change. But subconsciously, you know that you don't have to listen to yourself. You can make a promise to yourself and break that promise, and it won't mean a lot to you. Or it might mean a lot to you, but it doesn't adjust your behavior. So that is what I mean by you do not trust yourself, because you say things to yourself, but you don't follow through with those things. So you're basically just wiring your brain to know that, hey, even if I say I'm going to do this, I don't have to do it. And so that's why consistency, commitment, and discipline can be very hard for you.
The best thing I ever did was randomly decide to rebrand myself. Back in June of this year, I literally just woke up one day and I was like, I feel a rebrand. I need a rebrand. So I literally went in my notes app and I wrote down, who do you envision your higher self as, with a question mark? Y'all, when I tell you I went full throttle, I wrote down what my credit score would be. I wrote down what my finances would look like. I wrote down the ways that I would be receiving income. I wrote down my career path. I wrote down all the things that my higher self would be doing. And the most important thing that I wrote down was, what are some life changes that you would make right now if you were able to?
That's a fact. Listen, think about it for a second. We don't have a clear outcome. When we don't have a clear outcome of what we want in our lives, then we're going to focus on the temporary stress in our current daily life. Again, things are happening to all of us for a reason. I don't care if you're online, you're a YouTuber, you're a big YouTuber, small YouTuber, you're a person at work watching this. We all go through stuff. We all go through stuff every day, and if somebody acts like, oh my God, life is perfect when I'm on the internet, and that's why I post perfect. Nah, things are real right now, and things are happening to us for a reason, but the reason is to make us better. Think about what she says. You got to keep a clear outcome. You got to keep a clear outline and say to yourself, I'm here to do something specific for a specific reason, and I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to play games at all. So everybody watching this, please focus on your goals. Focus on what you want to do, because life is too short. And I really want to focus on a particular area of this video right here so I can go back to it so you guys can hear it. Listen to this right here.
Wanting the thing to an active step of actually doing.
Sometimes the reason you cannot stay disciplined is because you don't trust yourself. You constantly make promises to yourself and you constantly break those promises. So subconsciously what you're teaching yourself is that your words do not equal action. That you can say you're going to do something, but you don't have to actually do it. When you have new healthy goals that you're trying to achieve, you will tell yourself, hey, I'm going to make this change within myself. And mentally you've made the change. But subconsciously,
listen here.
You know that you don't have to listen to yourself. You can make a promise to yourself and break that promise, and it won't mean a lot to you. Or it might mean a lot to you, but it doesn't adjust your behavior. So that is what I mean by you do not trust yourself, because you say things to yourself, but you don't follow through with those things. So you're basically just wiring your brain to know that, hey, even if I say I'm going to do this, I don't have to do it.
Do you see that? Do you see that right there? That's what we all do to ourselves in certain form of increments. So everybody watching this, if you have a person that's watching this next to you and they're saying, oh my God, this guy, here we go. No, we have a brain, right? We have a thought process, right? Sometimes our thought process may have negative habits. Every human being walking earth has negative habits. Let's stop capping. And things are happening to all of us for a reason, but that reason is to make us better. And like, you know, the old saying goes, you know, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat it. We've had incidents like that where we didn't learn till we learned. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what the young lady is saying right there, it's like we disappoint ourselves by putting ourselves up and saying we're going to do this goal. But since we're not used to holding ourselves accountable, some people, not everybody, in every area of our life, I'm talking about in our health. Maybe we say, hey, you know what? I need to eat right. We might have a bad cheat week or cheat month, or we might fall off the food wagon of eating right and we go back to eating messy. That's disappointing yourself. We have to stick to our goals and get around environments, get around people, and feed ourselves with information that'll be helpful for us. I want everybody to take the time after this episode to write down your goals, number one. Write down a clear vision that you have for yourself. Listen to the information that I've shared within the show and just say to yourself, I refuse to really be in the same place that I am next year that I am today. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take time out and understand where at the end of the show, I want you to really understand this point. Things are happening to all of us for a reason, but that reason is to make us better so we can learn from our mistakes so we're not in the same place we are today that will be next year. Next year, we're going to be in a better place, a better situation. So with that said, everybody have a great day. You know what I'm saying? If you love my show and my content, please hit me up in the Cash App, $, Khalif Wins, or in the description. Support what I'm doing here and what I'm building. Everybody have a great day. Excuse me. And like I always say, let's go. Good morning. What's up? Have a good day no matter what. Hey, everybody, have a great one. Peace. Thank you. I'm Khalif Wins, the Morning Motivation Show. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace. And I'm out.